Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa. I probably sound a little different. I'm recovering from COVID. You know, after 2.5 years of being able to dodge that bullet, it finally got my husband and I, and we've been, you know, moderately sick, not super sick, but sick enough. Anyway, I thought this would be a good re-entry into recording, and just keep your guard up, people. It's still out there. We ended up seeing a bunch of friends, unknowingly became a little tiny super spreader event, and still waiting out the final quarantine period to make sure none of our grandkids got it, because we also did see them at that time as well. So don't even know what to say about COVID anymore. So I'm going to move on. I thought today would be a good day to talk about skincare because while I was sick, I kind of neglected my skin a little bit. You know, some nights I was able to do my routine, and other nights I was just like, "Oh, I just can't do this. I'm going to crawl into bed." And so I got a nice little breakout there. I have a much smaller one here on my chin. So it just goes to show, you know, you have to be very diligent and consistent with skincare for it to work. I was not during these last couple of, about a week and a half. So I wanted to go over some of the products that I really have been enjoying and have been using. And at the end, then I thought I would do like what I call a travel edit, so that, you know, I don't bring all of this stuff with me when I travel. I really pare it down, and maybe that gives you some ideas for when you travel. You can still travel with a really decent skincare routine, but you don't need the 13 or 14 products that I have in front of me here. I also thought this would be a good video because I just don't have it in me to put makeup on right now, so I just have done my basic skincare routine and added a little blush and a little lip gloss, and that's just going to have to do for today. So let's just jump into cleansing. I talked about this in a recent haul video, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel. And this is a really beautiful, lightweight cleanser for just regular use. If you have a lot of makeup, or you're wearing a heavy amount of makeup, or if you're wearing a whole lot of heavy sunscreen, you might want to double cleanse, in which case I would add something like a cleansing balm like this, Clinique Take the Day Off. So between the two of these, you can customize your skincare cleansing routine. I mostly use a cleanser at night. In the morning, I just use a little water and just kind of rinse my face off. But I always use a washcloth because a washcloth is very exfoliating without being harsh. You don't have any scrubbing beads or any strong acids or anything, but just make sure you use a clean one each time because, you know, bacteria harbor in washcloths. I'll talk about my nighttime routine a little bit more specifically at the end. Right now I'm going to be just primarily focusing on my morning routine. So, God, this is all over the place. Bear with me, folks, because I'm a hot mess COVID Express. So typically in the morning I would add some kind of a treatment. So this is how I typically customize my skincare, is by using a serum after I cleanse. I think that offers a good option there. So I do have a couple that I've really been enjoying, and like I said, I kind of bounce around between them depending on what I'm feeling like my skin needs. This time of year I will probably focus more on dark spots because I'll be outside in the sun a little bit more, and the two products that I think will do that best is a vitamin C serum. This one is from La Roche-Posay. This is a niacinamide serum from Glow Recipe, and this also will help treat the dark spots as well. So it really just depends what you want to use. I think the vitamin C is possibly a little bit more effective. I'm not in love with this vitamin C serum, and I'm on the hunt for a really good one. So if you have one that you love that works well under layers of stuff, let me know. This one is affordable from the drugstore. I got this at Target. In the meantime, I will be using these niacinamide drops from Glow Recipe. because niacinamide also helps with the treatment of dark spots, and I like the texture and the smell of this so much better. Can I smell? A little bit. Other serums that I've been dabbling in, I have been using this one from that kit, the Glow Recipe. This is the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum, and this is supposed to also help with redness, but really more focusing on hydration. So if you feel like your skin is dehydrated, this is a good one to add to your lineup. Now I want to take a moment to talk about the Ordinary. I have these two serums. This one is the Argiline, and this one is Alpha Albrutin. I know I'm not saying that right, bear with me. It's supposed to target like fine lines and wrinkles. I'll include links to all of this stuff below like I always do. But yes, this is a, like, TikTok made me buy it, where they said, oh, if you use these things, two things together, it's almost like Botox. And I thought, okay. And I've used it a little bit. I think you have to be super consistent, which I'm all over the place. I don't dislike them, but I haven't noticed like a dramatic change. So I think it's kind of a cool idea. So here we are, playing with serums. The nice thing is that the Ordinary has such affordable products that you can play around with a bunch of different serums and, you know, customize your skincare with that. I bought it not because I feel like I have a lot of wrinkles. Like, these would treat, you know, wrinkles from motion, like, you know, knitting your brows or frown lines. And I have just the beginnings of like these 11s here that I was trying to work on. Then before I get to sunscreen, my next step would definitely be an eye cream. I know eye creams are pretty controversial. I've always used one. I've used eye creams for decades, and I have a bunch here that I really like, and they're most of them are, two of them are really affordable. The other one is medium. It's not super luxurious, but it's not it's not what I would call drugstore. So let's start with the drugstore ones. I have been really enjoying the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream, and this is easily gotten at the drugstore. I'm close to finishing this. It is like a very thick cream that comes out of the tube, so it gives you a nice layer of protection there, or hydration, I should say. The other one I've really been enjoying is the Inky List Caffeinated Eye Cream. And I use this like on mornings where I'm feeling like I have some baggage. And it's a little bit lighter weight than the CeraVe, but I do like it. It's very hydrating. Could you use it because you don't have baggage? Yes, you can, absolutely. So both of those are really quite nice and very affordable. And then recently I picked up this like eye balm stick from Tula, and it's the 24-hour Power Swipe Hydrating Day and Night Treatment Eye Balm, and it comes in a stick. And I kind of like this delivery system. You just, you know, rub it, and then I usually just like blend it in a little bit, and it feels like it's very substantial, thick, but without being goopy, and it works well under your makeup or whatever you put under there, and I feel like maybe it lasts a little bit longer. So Tula has a couple different flavors of this, if you will, depending on what your specific eye needs are, and this is the one I chose. So if you have, if you're interested in this, go onto the Sephora website and look at all the, I think there's 4 different types. And then in the daytime, I always finish up with a sunscreen. You guys know that the Olay Complete is my favorite, and it is an SPF 30. It works so great under my makeup. I've never had anything pill or roll up after putting this on like this. It absorbs beautifully. There's no fragrance, and it just is my ride or die. I love it. But during the summer, I sometimes want something that has a little bit higher SPF. And so this is only SPF 30, and I will jump over to the Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid, which is SPF 50. And this is a much more fluid-like sunscreen. And you can see it kind of running in a little bit of a river down my hand, but it absorbs beautifully into the skin and like disappears to nothing. So this is a delight to wear, and it gives you an SPF 50. So let's talk about the nighttime routine a little bit, because I'll do my cleansing. I will, instead of using a serum, I'm still using my Curology custom blend. And people always ask me, what's in your custom blend? It's tretinoin, which is like retin-A, and clindamycin and azelaic acid. And I have a tendency for breaking out, and that's why one of the reasons why I went to the Curology. And I highly recommend. I feel like it's a very cost-effective, easy way to get a customized treatment if that's something you're interested in. And if you are like, oh, I want to dabble in some retinol or retin-A, but I don't want to commit to this, then I would say something that I've added to my routine is the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream. And I picked this up because I can't use this like on my hands or on my neck or my décolletage. It's too strong, and this is a little bit lighter weight of a treatment, so this is a better option for that. So I use this like here and on my hands before I go to bed at night to provide some treatment. Little pro tip here, on the back of my hands, if I have a product that I don't love on my face, I just put that sucker right on my hands until I use it up. I'm not going to throw it away, and usually I can tolerate it nicely on the back of my hands. And then once I've put on my Curology, I do sometimes feel like I need a little extra moisturization, and I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin. Comes in a jar like this, and it is a very lightweight cream. Even though it says for extra dry skin, it's not heavy at all, and it absorbs into the skin beautifully. It has a slightly cooling effect, or I feel like it's slightly cooling when I put it on my face, but I really quite enjoy this. I will say, beware, because the regular Hydro Boost is scented, and this one for extra dry skin is not. So it's not that the scented one is that bad, but I prefer the unscented one. And I don't feel like there's a huge difference in the hydration level that you get from one to the other. Okay, that's a lot of products, I know. So let's do a quick little travel edit. What would I pack if I was going away for a weekend? And let's talk about that. I definitely am going to bring my cleanser with me because you need to cleanse your skin. And I'm definitely going to bring a little eye cream. And right now, I think I would probably bring the balm stick because it just is so nice and easy to apply. I'm going to definitely bring my Ride or Die sunscreen. And then in terms of like evening and like a treatment, if I'm just going to be away for a couple days, I'm going to just pack this. I'll still get a little retinol treatment, and it's one product that can do like my face, my neck, my hands, all those things. But if I'm going to be gone for a whole week, especially if I'm going to be like at the beach using a lot of sunscreen, I will bring this as well because, gosh, you need it. Now, I can't use these two things together, so that would require me adding this bad boy. So, did I really cut down very much? I think I did. Share below what some of your favorite skincare items are so that we can all get good ideas from each other. And I hope you continue to be safe and well.